Alright, I'm back. Hopefully we'll be able to get some folks back who were previously watching, and thank you for your patience with the interruption. Had to go off and be a dad for a second. I gotta tell you, one of the lesser known hazards of parenthood is when you are singing a baby back to sleep, sometimes you wind up making yourself tired as well, so you kind of have to shake off the, you've kind of done a too good a job of self-soothing. So, oh, hold on. There's something very special to show you. This guy is still here. He's still rocking. Well, this guy's rocking every hairstyle, if I'm honest. Look at this guy. He is the most chill animal in the world. I'm holding him in the air, and he's putting up no resistance. He just accepts this as his reality. Oh, just my lower back is about to accept this as its reality. Oh, good God. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Oh. Oh, hold on. Good dog indeed. He is off on his next adventure. Which is to go to sleep in another room, I imagine. So... hold on a second. Okay. Good. Okay, I think we have... there are a couple of more set pieces left in this level, and we can definitely make it through them tonight. Provided all dad work is in fact done. Cool. Oh, that's fantastic. I am excited for you, and I would love to know your thoughts on it. And if it does, in fact, live up to the hype of enthusiasm from 15 years ago. Whew, I caught on fire far more times than I will be telling my comrades back at the ship. One almost wonders if that would be grounds for losing some sort of license or or something for Isaac. It's interesting to see the difference in the level design and the structure here. There is still quite a bit of the ribbing that you see on the Ishimura, but the way that it shows up in this design is a little different. Actually, here it actually more closely resembles the way that it sort of the candy bar motif on Isaac's suit. Oh no, I am playing on the Xbox 360. Yeah, right there, that little good ghost guy. That's my dude. Has been my dude ever since 2007, as a matter of fact. Whew, finally. So that's my thing. This is a great reward. I do love me original hardware. Any kind of jank, busted frame rate, any legacy artifacts, that is what I am here for. So, it's interesting. telling me there, but also downstairs it is telling me oh. Oh no, should I have
Is that it? You got it?
gone through here first?
Oh my god. You got it. That's the piece we need. Get to the crew deck.
Oh man. Yeah, boss fight here. I feel fairly sure. Yeah, there we are.
Over here. I've been trying to reach you. My comm was out. You got the singularity core? That's our ticket out of here. Get that core to stop. Don't wait for me.
Oh no. Oh no. Whew. It was a gruesome, gruesome death. See, now we're gonna turtle down. It is especially brutal using Hammond as the bludgeon that he uses to break the glass to get to you. Whoop. Wow, that actually caused damage. Oh man. Okay, so I can die just by brushing up against it, even when it's in stasis mode, regardless of momentum or exertion, or you know, the power that it's using for its arm swings, which is very close to some classic Mario. Don't touch anything, or it will kill you. Oh yeah, no, the UI in this game is inspired. It does an amazing job of taking so much information and putting it in the environment. Even, you know, I don't know, I guess it would be useful information to Isaac's fellow engineers to see what his life level is like, and, you know, to see what his stasis level is, which is the little spine thing and the little crescent there on his back. And in my mind, I've always kind of imagined that he has this information available to him in his HUD. Like, so if this were first person, you would see this information displayed up there, but it's not, so you don't. And yeah, the holographic sort of like diegetic UI portraying out of the chest plate, or projecting rather out of the chest plate, is very cool. I agree. Ooh, I got one more stasis left. That's how I gotta refill ASAP. No, don't look at any data. Lore means nothing to us here. God, the health on this guy. Is he gonna turtle up? Nope. Did that do it? Is he dead?
I just lost all of him.
Oh, Jesus.
Is he dead? Oh, God. It's just us now, Isaac.
Any drop? Yes, a diamond semiconductor. Is Hammond's body around for me to give it a proper mourning? It doesn't seem so. Looks like his corpse despawned as soon as it was thrown through the glass. See any goodies for me before I head on? This one curiously locked cabinet. There we go. How's ammo look after that? Oh, it was fantastic. I knew dropping that flamethrower was the right thing to do. And stayed up. Wow. Physics on that one popped, huh? Is that, yeah, that's a human. Let's just take care of that. Good day, sir.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately. Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment.
I wonder if there's an invisible countdown here. I'm inclined to think not. Let's just, that's some insurance.
Warning. Catastrophic failure of fuel containment. Evacuate the vessel immediately.
Have you played any of the Dead Space games, Mexican Sting? That's a very cool outro of that level. Just have the massive explosions
Warning. Catastrophic
as the elevator doors close.
Evacuate the vessel immediately. Warning. Catastrophic failure.
If you enjoy RE4 or Gears, you would probably find them compelling. Can I still weirdly save?
Catastrophic failure of fuel containment.
I can, in fact, weirdly save. This seems like a very dangerous place to do so, but let's do it. Yeah, I think this is this game does a fantastic job of synthesizing many design elements of games that had come out within the past, within the 5 years prior to it. RE4, Gears of War, System Shock 2. System Shock 2 is a little older than that, but oh, I think there were still enemies that I left in here. Oh wow, this is cool. This is a cool set piece, and it's one of these games that is very strong because it pulls together a lot of great ideas and it makes them feel really good together. All right, those enemies in there are done. Cool. As you are dying, I am going shopping. Or at least selling. Awesome. That is a nice chunk of change. And that is probably enough to be able to upgrade something, maybe completely. Yeah, I think, was it Visceral? Visceral Games that made this? It's unfortunate that their studio didn't really make it past this, I don't think. I don't think they lasted very long after the release of... No, did they make Dead Space 2? I'm losing the chronology on it, but I remember that the studio that made this, the success of this was not enough to save it, because it's very strange to see how much, like, you know, the traditional slash hardcore gaming audience doesn't actually bring in enough revenue for a lot of executive decisions to justify keeping the studios that make stuff like this around in many cases. Yeah, they made Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3, and I think they canned it after that. I know that there is a remake of this first one in the works, which is interesting and strange to me as a choice, because this game doesn't feel old enough to get a remake, but here we are. I think this is technically retro now, given how far back the 360 console is. Yeah. My back. Okay, yeah, that's right. The ship crashed and I entered it, and that's how this is all working out. Yeah, they're remaking it. All right. And I, for one, am super curious to see how they do it. End of days. I think we're getting very close to the end here. I remember there's some sort of hint in the chapter numbers. Oh. This nugget is coming back from my memory. That the chapter numbers themselves are a hint of some kind. Oh, I don't remember.
Isaac, I've located the shuttle Hammond found. Shit. No good. That shuttle's brain dead. Someone removed the navigation cards. God knows why. There's 3 of them scattered around the deck. I'm downloading their locations.
Of course there are.
I can't access the doors from here, so you'll need a crew key. If you can find those parts, I think we can get that shuttle operational again.
Oh, good. We're in creepy cult territory now. Yeah, it kills me that it's been 13 years, that's how old this game is, but that is how time has worked out. Shaolin versus Space Ninja. Kitty, kitty, bang, bang. I wonder if the reference for that joke is. I mean, I wonder if kids are still exposed to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or if that is a relic of the past. NASA Ninja, that's right. I seem to believe that is what Schneider turned into in Metal Gear 2. Oh man. This is, I've noticed that the NPCs that you find dead and lying around in each of the levels varies depending on the theme of that level and the setting. And this is what I think we're going to find here. I have a strong feeling these are cultists who took their lives anticipating that they would be made into the horrible monster creatures, and this is absolutely a minefield for those things to respawn. Black Collar. Interesting. I remember Black Color being the name that I was familiar with because I played it first through the fan translation. Black Collar, C-O-L-L-A-R. I hadn't heard that though. Is there any insight into why Collar was the code name down there? Oh yeah, no, Isaac's got some strong boots and them some rugby thighs there. Crunch. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. There is a level 5 suit that I probably want to keep these credits on hand for, so I'm going to do that. Oh, here we have the creepy twinkle twinkle little star that Isaac is now hallucinating. Oh, interesting. Black collar is a kind of wet works operative. Ha. I mean, that is both plausible, and it is plausible as a shorthand, and also as something that Kojima could have just made up. Like OSP, on-site procurement, which I remember from Jeremy Blaustein's interviews that that was just completely made up as something that seemed military jargony and could support the fiction or the gameplay of needing to get your weapons in the game. I think so. I think I remember that showing up as a particular something that the translator was particularly incredulous about, that it kept showing up. There we go. Level 5 suit schematic. Let's go get that sucker, because I have a feeling that 50K should be the going price. Yeah, he did do fantastic work. And honestly, a lot of his work was my own inspiration for wanting to go into localization. His and Alexander Smith's. Z-ball. Oh, this is like... Oh, Z, because X, Y, Z, Z being depth. So, that's interesting. Alexander Smith did the translations for Vagrant Story. I think this is the earliest one that he's most known for. Vagrant Story, Final Fantasy XII, the War of the Lions edition of Final Fantasy Tactics. And he was also... So that's where he's been a localizer and a stylizer. He also worked on Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps and Ori and the Blind Forest. No, I think it was just Ori and the Will-o'-Wisp. I don't think he did the Blind Forests. But he was an original writer on that one. So, yeah, he is... he brings a lot... he clearly brings a wide range of reading and styles to his work, and it's the sort of thing that that I have a lot of... that I value very much. I'm kind of remembering this being something that I spent a lot of time on when I first played this game. Maybe because of this? Oh dear. Oh, I actually do need to be in here. Oh, buddy! Ooh. Boy. Whew. Really? Warren Ellis wrote on this game? I did not know that. There's another stasis module in here. That I absolutely want. There was a key item I just picked up here. Oh, okay, one of the navigation cards. That's what I picked up. Oh, weird. I have never heard this sound, but if you... This is one of the few anti-gravity areas where there's not so much ambient noise that you can't hear Isaac, but if you listen, when he lands, he's got a little... Which is interesting because it's competing with the sounds of his sort of, very sort of like heavily processed grunting and breathing through the suit. Oh, fantastic. I didn't know that. Then this game is an answer to a question that is sometimes asked, which is, are there examples of sort of recognized writers working on video games? So in other words, like people who are novelists and the like. And Ellis, of course, being no stranger to, I mean, video game or writing in video game franchises. This would be one of the bigger ones that that I'm aware of. Oh, here we go. Though I also don't know, so I could just be talking completely out of nowhere.
Starting game, level
1. What am I shooting for here? I'm trying to match the colors. Or am I just trying to do a good job with telekinesis? No, this is just telekinesis. There's no... Oh, I bet the colors that light up, that's what determines whether you're successful. Which goal it should go into. So probably it's more of a Simon game on lower levels, or on higher levels. Yeah, that's right. Orson Scott Card worked on that, didn't he? I think Orson Scott Card also contributed jokes to the game that I have on deck, courtesy of you, which is Monkey Island, the first one. I think he was a contributing writer on that one. I know Ellis wrote one of my favorite Iron Man arcs, the Extremis arc. Yeah, you know, they're comic writers, but...
Reward locker unlocked.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Oh, nifty. I should probably drop off a bunch of things before I even try to continue unlocking these. Oh god. Whew. Not a fan of that surprise, but I think that that is probably what menaced me from the ducts and then quickly disappeared back in. But no, it's probably the circles that I run in, but when I hear Ellis and I just immediately think legitimate writer, even though many people who don't read comic books and aren't into a lot of the nerd stuff might feel differently. Alright, let's go ahead and buy that suit. I hear gross things happening. Ah, oh, Jesus. Oh no, I'm out of stasis. Oh, this is bad. This is really, really bad. Oh god, everything just died. Now see, that was the reason why I stomped all of those bodies before leaving that room. Game. This is post-Bioshock. I believe Bioshock was 2007. I think 2007, this was 2008. Okay. Let's get that level 5 suit. Okay, I need to sell a couple things. And we'll be good. What do I want to sell? Just got to get that up to... Yeah, I'm not going to use this. Here we go. Isaac's best threads. It's great. I really like how the helmet shape changes as it becomes more complex, getting more eye slits. Although I still say that my favorite version of all of these is the original one, where there's just this sort of like open blue faceplate. Seems like a very interesting original design. All right. Use that, drop off these air canisters. I've got so much more inventory now. Yeah, I can see that connection. It definitely prioritizes atmosphere. Unitology New Hope, or just another scam? Living on Mars, past 2,000 years, 200 years, fastest growing religious movement in history. Unitology boasts the following of millions, counts powerful CEOs and officials in its ranks, 78 billions of stock in multi-global companies, owns 2 of the Earth's largest financial institutions from its Unitas energy investments. From its beginnings as a cult of personality, Unitology became a respected, established religion. Most people know the basics. 200 years ago, Michael Altman, a professor of anthropology, blew the whistle on what he claimed was the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government, the discovery of an artifact or marker which proved beyond any doubt there is alien life in the universe. The government labeled Altman a kook, but his claims struck a chord with some, and his mysterious death soon afterwards fueled that interest. Unitologists believe, wow, this is the biggest lore dump this game's had. Believe the marker contained a code, a key to eternal life through rebirth and ascension to heaven. The kicker is you have to die first. They say the government is hiding the marker somewhere, keeping its secrets for themselves. Across all of human space, Unitologists praise Altman's martyrdom and await the day God comes to take them to their new life beyond death. It sounds pretty harmless, but like any cult, there's a dark side. Unitologists are ranked in the church. Nobody ever talks about it, but most of its critics believe there are at least 3 ranks above the average believer or initiate. With each new rank, more of the church's inner workings and research is revealed to a follower, and these ranks are achieved by one simple criteria: giving money and power to the church. Think taking all your money's bad? The church also requires members to donate their bodies after death. Why? What do they do with them? Nobody will say. And attempts to infiltrate the inner circle have failed. With their emphasis on transformation and rebirth, maybe we wouldn't like the answer even if they told us. One rumor that refuses to die said the church is funding a secret shipbuilding program. Some claim to have seen the fleet. No documentary evidence has ever been supplied, but claimants say these mausoleum ships, despite their huge size, continue. Page 94. Wow, they're just going to lean into the fact that this is maybe the longest piece of context they've given. Unitology versus Scientology, as in comparing the two, or as some sort of conflict, like pitting one against the other. Hello? Can I have the money? Zero nodes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I feel like the broad strokes similarities between Unitology and what's sort of popularly known and understood about Scientology really make that, really cement that that this is something that is it's riffing off that real inspiration for sure. All right, cool. Let's see. So this is a pretty good time, I think, to call it. Thanks, Mexican Sting, for coming back out, and thank you everybody for retuning back in after the short break. I'm going to be back on probably Saturday or Sunday this weekend with part 7 of Dead Space, and we're getting pretty near the end, so we'll be heading planet side pretty soon. And yeah, I hope you have a great night. Have a good night.